TV, digital picture frame, box build here on Daddy DIY. Alright, so today we're gonna make this TV and some wood in this space turn into a digital picture frame. Let's go. You're watching Daddy DIY. Alright. This is what I'm gonna be mounting the TV to. Not the whole thing. I'm gonna cut out 2 feet by 1 foot panel, screw this onto the TV, and then mount this into the stud. So let's get that done. So I got the mount drawn out, 2 feet by 1 foot. I'll cut this square out and mount that to the TV. Alright, go ahead and hack this off with the hand saw real quick. That's it. That's our backboard. I'm gonna knock these edges out just a tad bit. I don't need it to be smooth, but they are really jagged, and I don't want to get a splinter while I'm working, or if I reach behind the TV to do something. Getting that off, whatever that was. Alright, that's gonna be our mountain board. Alright, so this is gonna be the digital picture frame. So on the back we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. No, this piece of web ain't big enough to do that. Bolts. Then across. On here. There are our holes. I'm gonna take this and transfer it over to our board. So now these holes will be transferred over to my backup board. Put my pilot holes in. Alrighty. Perfect. That's it. Appears that they all line up with my drill. In fact, I want to use a screwdriver. I want to clear this. think I'm gonna go and countersink these just a little bit so we can get a little bit more bite on this. They're going in, but I'm not getting that much bite. So let's take these out. So they're going in, but by the time we get down here to the bottom, I'm not having that much of the thread to bite onto. So I'm gonna countersink these just a little bit so we get a little more bite. There we go. Now we getting some bite. Alright, so now that we have the backer board attached to the digital frame, I got 2 stud anchor screws that we're gonna bolt into the top of it. Let's get it lined up. Up high. Oh, wait. Did you grab that pencil? Oh, it's right there. So we know the studs in. I already located the studs. So there you have it. Digital picture frame. Pictures should be popping up in a minute. I just got it set to the screensaver, and then I got all of our videos loaded into the screensaver. And there we go. I'm going to get build a frame around this as well. Alright, so here are 2 pieces of old fence. My fence blew down outside, so I put up a concrete wall instead of a fence. So this is the wood from that old fence. I'm going to reuse this today to make my frame around the digital picture frame. Alright, so I'm going to get these nails out, do a very, very quick light sand, and then start measuring out the dimensions. You gotta start. Alright, so I cut out these 4. This is laminate flooring. Cut out these 4 pieces. This is gonna be my bottom trim. And when I get done, I'm gonna paint this all white. And I'm gonna leave these bevels on there to make it like a decorative edge going into the frame. But this is gonna be the top and the bottom of the frame. And these 2 will be the left and the right. And I'm gonna paint them white to give it that frame arch look around the frames. So right now what I'm about to do is cut my 45-degree angles in, get these all attached and put together and paint it. And make sure these angles right. switch it to the other side so we can get the 45 angles on all the other corners. You can see those. So we can get the 45 on all the opposite corners now. Alrighty, and there we have it, a frame. I'm gonna get this tacked together and paint it, and give you updates in just a second. Right. Alright, so I'm gonna be attaching these frames, and remember, don't worry about these mismatches because they're going up backwards like this. I'm gonna paint it white, and it's gonna look like a white frame around the TV. So I'm gonna do some wood glue and some staples to hold it together and let that dry before I start the paint. The wood glue is strong. It's doing a pretty good hold by itself without the staples. Oh, and these staples probably gonna go all the way through. Yeah. I may want to just let this dry. Possibly I use a staple in the far outside corner. Maybe I can come back and move them once it's dry. And this is the back. And this is Gorilla Wood Glue. Just move it over so it's not laying on those glue spots and get stuck. Alright. As a matter of fact. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect when it dries. Once you get that white paint on there and fill those gaps, you're gonna be able to see a thing. So let this dry, come back a little later, get some paint on it. Okay, so I'm cutting out these side panels, and for that, I already got a mark, but I leveled off the top with that, so I'm gonna connect it to that. And so that's my top frame, so I know. And then you see that line, I already traced it down, but that's the line to show the thickness that I need to cut down. As you can see, the line gets bigger and bigger as we go down. Alright, I can't just cut an even 1 inch line because the line gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as you go down because the TV is on a slight tilt. Alright, so for it to be flush, I'm just gonna keep that in mind. You can't have a straight line or you won't have a flush face when you try to connect it. Alright, so I added this board and that board. That's so my side panels can be attached. I want to attach them there from the side with the nail gun and paint that down. Do the same for the other side, paint that down. And then here, the only thing I need to get to is the power. So I'm gonna drill one hole through here to get to that power button. Okay, so got my Level there. Level. Side piece there. Level. This is flush against the wall. So I'm gonna drill one hole here. Now, can't stick my hand in there. And I really don't want anybody to be able to stick their hand in there. But it's just for a, because this thing will be on most of the time, but just say I do want to cut it off or it turned off and I need to cut it off, just take this pencil, stick it in there, cut the TV off. Stick it in there. And there it is, it's coming back on. So that's all I need. That's the only thing this is gonna be used for is photos. So that one button operation is perfect. Success. Digital frame. It's going up. So I finally got the program figured out for the digital picture frame to hang horizontal and show full screen. Took a while, but it's done. Could play pictures, videos, anything you want. Old TV, old laptop. There you have it. Fit in the frame, go around it tomorrow. Hi there, this is me making a frame out of laminate flooring, picture frame. Okay, for this today, we're using Rust-Oleum Gloss Enamel Protective Superior Coverage and Durability. You even get free 25% more than you can. Yeah. But this is white for our frame that I made out of laminate flooring. That's gonna go over the TV that we're turning into a digital picture frame. Gonna let that sit and dry. Then I'm gonna come back and hit the inside, hit the insides of the insides. Alright, touch up this white. We'll have a white frame for this day over with. Alright, so here's the first section of the TV box frame. The right. Don't have to worry about that. That's going to be covered with trim. That's very good. And remember, this is nothing more than laminate flooring that I cut and painted. These are the tongue and grooves that you use to attach each piece of the laminate together. I just painted it upside down and used that to make it look like a beveled edge. So today is going to be the first step of, well, I don't know which step. There's been a lot of steps to this one. But we're going to be attempting to attach our board. So I got this double-sided sticky Velcro. I'm going to get 4 corners attached on this board and then get it stuck up there. I got one on there. I'll get the other 3 and then I'll be back. Alright, got 3 Velcro strips going across the top and 3 and 2 going across the bottom. Get those backs peeled off and me and my wife, when she was pregnant. Get those peeled off and get the white frame put up. For the outside frame, again, I'm using old fence planks. I've already got them cut down, just cut them here. So I have 2 side pieces at 37 inches. And they're all 2.5 inches wide. And this is my top and bottom. So I gotta get all of these sanded. I'm gonna sand these down because they're gonna get painted. And then I'm going to cut the angles on them so I can put them together and make the frame. These are my 2 side panels for my frame. That's gonna go around the white border, the 2 sides. And then this is the top and bottom. Just the old fence and I ripped down to strips. Now I'm gonna put my 45-degree angles so I can connect them and make the frame. So I have all my right 45-degree angles cut, and this is how I just gauge myself and make sure, you know, I'm cutting the right end. So each one I have a 45 angle cut from this side, then I shift it to this side and cut it on the other end for each piece. And this is just so I keep it lined up and don't confuse myself. Degrees. Now that I got each piece cut out, I'm gonna sand these down, insides and the outer, and inside too. All of that'll be shown. Then I'm gonna get these painted together. Got two of the pieces sanded. My third one seems to. There it is. So I got two sanded. Gotta work on the other two now. Hard work. Alright, I have all pieces sanded, cut. Have my 45-degree angles. Now it's time to put together and paint. I'm gonna do these insides. I'm gonna do them white to match the existing inner border so you don't see that transition. And then I'm still deciding on the outside. I can't decide between blue and black. Do I want it to match the room, or do I want it to look like a traditional framed piece of art? Dilemmas. Cut out and sanded. I'm gonna put it together here using wood glue and some nails. Alright, that works for me. Same thing on that bottom piece. Sweet. There we have it. Let that dry. I'll come back and put coat of paint on it. And the project is done. Old fence. Old fence plank. So it's a little excess that I'm gonna need to cut off. So this is 2.5 inches, and then my frame is another 2.5 inches, which gives me 5 inches. And I'm gonna have to cut out the bottom 2 inches that are already attached to the wall. So I'm gonna go around marking out those 2 inches and then cut that out. So you're gonna see those sticking out the bottom or the top of the frame. 2 inches. There. Alright, so I'm gonna get my jigsaw. get my jigsaw and chop that off. And chop that off. And the same for there and there. So when I attach the frame, be on a nice flush. You won't see any backings. Alright, this is gonna get a little loud. I'm gonna use my shop in the back. Kind of catch some of this dust. This is father. And my jigsaw. And just kind of get this chopped straight off. Let's go. I didn't cut the vacuum on. Now I'm going to use my multi-tool to get this last, you can see it right there, just a little piece connected right there. There you got it. Alright, so now when I put that frame on there, it'll be flush over this. You don't see anything hanging off the bottom. Switch to the other side. Easy peasy. Alright, that's the complete first coat. I'm gonna come back, we'll drop the second coat, and then we'll be putting it on. That's the second coat, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off. So I had this chair, old bar chair that I just had down here. Gonna sand it down, paint it blue as well, so it can be the brother of this one. This was also just a wood chair. I sanded it down, painted it red. So I'm gonna sand this one down and paint it blue. So that's the theme of the man cave, Arkansas, Memphis, red and blue.
It's the fucking same.
No, I ain't. You gotta look at the knots. I look at the gaps and the little knots and shit. Like, see, I look at too much shit.
Yeah,
like,
you do. Hey, look! That was perfect. Screenshot.
Ooh, nigga, that's what in the
What is it called? Freeze frame?
Nah,
there you go. Oh yeah.
nah, it's called. Fuck it. What the fuck is called? You know, we all into the same shit. Or you wanna look up there and looking at it? But you know, it's right.
Danny Jean is in my belly in that picture. You just taking selfies here?
They said go hard to go home, bro. That's when you go. Oh, it's going on my baby. I
What are you gonna do something at the top and cover that other thing?
Yeah, do it.
Cause then maybe it'll look better.
It's gonna have just a flat piece on it. But I couldn't have this bigger because it mess up my belts. So I got this piece right there. I cut it and put it the exact width right there. And that's gonna be blue as well. But if I would have made a piece of this, it would have some belts in it.
I think it'll look fine once it's all the way done. It's still a little crooked, but it is what it is.
Yeah. The white crooked. We already know the white
Yeah.
crooked. I didn't know what I was doing when I first made the white, and the insides is shorter than they're supposed to be. So, yeah.
That's okay though. Can I stop recording?
All right, today, class, we're going to be painting popsicle sticks. No, just playing. I just sanded that and finishing up the extra border trim, which will be going on top of the TV box to close off where the hanging bracket is. And there it is, ta-da! The TV box, made by D-Dub and assistants. Look at that thing. It ain't perfect, but it's perfect. That's perfectly free. Yes. It's a picture with emotion. Alright. So here we are, we have it. The digital picture frame. Movie box now, people keep saying. So I put that extra piece that you seen Quad painting, put that across the top there, just nailed it in, then it painted. That's actually stickers, but they were black stickers. So I put the black stickers on there, they were hard to see. So I just went over that with white paint and painted the now showing on top. And then I just loaded with a number of my favorite pieces of art, and there you have it. And it rotates on its own. I put the program in the Windows media player, and I just load the pictures in sideways. And I load them in for like a minute. Some are a minute, some are 2 minutes, some is 30 seconds. They're all different time links depending on the picture. And yeah, so it just randomly changes. I never know if it's gonna be a minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, you know. But it's just to have, you know, different pictures constantly coming through. I do have to get me one other thing. I'm gonna have it going down to hide those wires. Well, it's 2 wires, but I have them bundled together. So I'm gonna hide those wires, and other than that, it's done. There you go. So that picture just changed. It's me and my wife at one of our favorite Mexican restaurants. So that's it. That's the Cave build, another edition.
You're watching Daddy DIY.